So today I said that we were going to talk about 3 patterns that are incredibly common across the breadth and the variety of AWS businesses. Almost every cloud journey starts with the first step of Aggregate, what Don talked about, which is bringing together all of your data sources in S3 so your application owners can take advantage of the diversity of data and the depth of data in your business. Now, this is a very big change from on-premises data architectures. It moves companies away from expensive, vertically integrated data and compute all tied together, and it lets you scale all your data at a massive rate separate from the compute that uses your data. Application owners in the aggregate model have access to the data in a federated ownership model, and they can use it from everything from fraud analytics to knowledge bases, and it lets you take your proprietary business information and bring it to any business application. Many of our customers use Aggregate data pattern on S3 very successfully at a very high scale. But we have other customers that take it to the next step, and that is the Curate data pattern. In a Curate data pattern, application developers no longer have direct access to all of the aggregated data. Instead, application owners select from a much smaller subset of curated, high-quality data sets offered through internal or external data marketplaces. In a Curate data pattern, you have the ability to control the quality of your data, and you have the ability to control the access to it, which means you can manage the governance and you can add a lot more context into your product and your data. Now, sometimes AWS customers build on that data product concept with something called the extend data pattern. And what that does is it adds a data API layer to not just access curated data sets, but to add semantic meaning and standardize on the usage of their data. In Extend, application developers or newly developed agentic systems interact with the data using an API that operates on a single data model. It provides connectors and hooks for application extensibility, and it standardizes how to collect and use data for applications. Now, the great thing about these 3 patterns of Aggregate, Curate, and Extend is that you can choose to deploy one of them across your whole organization, or you can apply different data patterns to different business units in your organization. It depends on what they need. The starting place and the cornerstone is always going to be Amazon S3, but if you think that the fraud analytics organization might always want access to raw data, they can use the Aggregate pattern. And if you think that Extend is a better approach for users of highly regulated data, you can give Extend to your marketing team to use as their data pattern. Now, because you are building on AWS, you know we are constantly innovating so that it is easier for you to use any of these patterns in your business. And that this week means S3 tables, S3 metadata, the next generation of Amazon SageMaker, Bedrock agent, multi-agent capabilities, and they're all there to help you apply the data pattern that you need. With AWS, it is easy to build data-driven decision-making into the DNA of your company. You have choice, you have flexibility in how you apply your data patterns on AWS. And that is critical to how you evolve and you accelerate your business with data.